Hundreds of government and immigration officials, police officers, students, lawyers, and members of the public packed the Paul Farquharson Center to receive some vital information on the protocols, effects, and penalties of trafficking of persons, not only in the region but worldwide. It's one of the Ministry of National Security's plans to increase the awareness of the growing illicit trade and the consequences of participation. LaDawn Davis tells us more.
A report by the United Nations Global Initiative to Fight Human Trafficking reveals that 2.5 million people are trafficked around the world through forced labor or sexual exploitation each year. 1.2 million are children. Although human trafficking is a growing concern globally, it has not surfaced to any significant degree in the Bahamas. The Director of Public Prosecution says generally victims are afraid to come forward, and so no one has been convicted of such a crime in this country.
It can happen within own countries, it can happen outside of the country, and in the Bahamas our legislation speaks to that. If you recruit someone from abroad for the purpose of exploiting the person here in Bahamas, it's a crime. If you recruit someone in the Bahamas for exploitation, whether it is sexual or otherwise within the Bahamas, that is also a crime.
From a worldwide perspective, human trafficking has been labeled as a crime against humanity, and Ms. Graham Allen says it has far-reaching effects. She gave this example.
It breaches the human rights of persons. Persons are supposed to be free, but if you're going to hold them, if they cannot be allowed, if you employ someone, for example, from overseas, and you withhold their passport, you do not allow them to leave the home, they cannot go to the supermarket, they cannot, their movements are restricted, then that is a form of trafficking in persons.
Meantime, for the Bahamas, illegal migration remains a growing problem as thousands of Haitians, Jamaicans, Chinese, and other nationalities seek a better life. But if persons are found guilty of human trafficking in the Bahamas, they can face a fine, imprisonment, or even a life term depending on the circumstances. LaDawn Davis, ZNS News.